The movie begins in a small town called Maybrook, where everything looks normal on the surface. People are living their routine lives, children are going to school, parents are busy with work, and the atmosphere feels calm. But soon, strange disappearances start happening, and the town begins to fall into silence and fear. We are first introduced to Justine, a school teacher. 2 of her students suddenly go missing, and the police are called in. Parents are devastated, the community is shaken, but there are no clear clues. Justine falls into guilt and fear, believing she failed to protect her students. But this was only the beginning. Then we see Josh Brolin's character, a father whose own son also goes missing. His grief and anger drive him into dangerous places as he searches for answers. He walks through abandoned houses, broken down factories, and empty streets, chasing faint voices that he thinks belong to his son. But all he finds is silence. His face carries the pain only a father can feel when his child is taken away, leaving him broken and desperate. Alden Ehrenreich plays a police officer investigating the disappearances. At first, he treats it like a criminal case, suspecting some person behind the crimes. But as he digs deeper, he realizes that this is not something human. Witnesses tell different stories, every clue leads to another dead end, and the fear spreads like a shadow over the entire town. Throughout the story, each character faces their own trauma. A mother loses her sanity searching for her daughter. The police officer is torn between his duty and his family. Justine is haunted by guilt. Everywhere, there is an atmosphere of dread and confusion, as if the town itself has been cursed. As the story reaches its final act, Justine begins to connect the dots. She realizes that what is happening is not the work of a single monster or a supernatural force. The real horror is coming from the people themselves, from their anger, their secrets, their violence, and their broken lives. The disappearances and tragedies are reflections of the darkness inside them. Josh Brolin's character finally follows a lead that takes him to an abandoned place on the outskirts of town. He enters, hoping to find his son. The silence is deafening as he walks through the empty halls. He thinks he hears his son's voice and rushes toward it, but when he reaches the end, there is nothing. No child, no clue, no hope, just emptiness. The crushing pain in his eyes shows a father completely defeated, holding nothing but grief. Meanwhile, Alden Ehrenreich's cop goes deeper into the case, only to realize the horror he's fighting is not outside but inside the people of the town. By the time he understands this, it is already too late. In the closing moments, the true meaning of weapons is revealed. They were never guns or knives. The weapons were the people's own anger, guilt, trauma, and secrets. These invisible forces became destructive, tearing apart families and shattering lives. The movie ends in haunting silence. There is no rescue, no happy ending. Those who remain are left to live forever under the weight of what happened. Maybrook will never return to normal. The families who lost their loved ones are left with scars that will never heal, and the survivors carry the horror inside them. The final message is chilling: the real monsters are not creatures from outside, but the darkness within us all. Friends, this was the complete story of Weapons, 2025. If you enjoyed this explanation, please don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more such movie stories. Your support gives us the strength to bring more horror tales to you.